All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining today. We got another hopefully good day planned. I am your crash test dummy, and we're going to try and crash the system today. So what I mean by that is that I have quite a bit of work put into the machine here. Here is, you wouldn't think that I'd be able to take a 32 core processor and get it up in the 70% CPU range. But there we have it. If you look on YouTube, you'll see that the level of detail is pretty amazing, and that's what we were trying to do with this machine, or I was trying to do with this machine, was to get it to this point of being amazing. Now, I do see a little bit of stutter here. So, not sure what's going on with that. So, anyway, I have put an incredible amount of work into getting this all working, and so I'm hoping to make it or break it today. That is my plan. It already looks like I've broken it. It's choppy. I don't know why. So not choppy on my game. Anyway, so this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this working well, and doing what I can on that. I've done pretty much everything to it. Updated the firmware on everything. And I have, so I did firmware. I've done all the drivers. I flashed the BIOS on the motherboard, latest version. And I talked with NVIDIA for a couple of hours this weekend. And we ruled out the hardware on the video cards as being the problem. I still suspect drivers. And so it's a work in progress, I guess. I was really hoping I had it. Shosendar says, love the show. 19 months as a sub. There is 200 and there's 190 gold to everybody here in Shosendar's honor. Jason says, always enjoy secretly watching your shows while my professor rambles on. Oh, humanity. And another resub here. I don't know why we're not seeing these on the show. I'm seeing them in my log. Azimuth Overlord. Streams keep the workday lively. Alright, 6 months as a sub. Another 60 gold to everybody here, in your honor. And then blah, blah, blah. 2 months as a sub. 20 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. I do not know why these are not coming up on here. Let me see here if I can refresh that. Let me test it. There we go. So just had to refresh that. So I am one way or another going to get this working right. I guarantee it. And there's no excuses. So, oh, I see. BarkerBot's got a connectivity problem. one of my servers. All right, so, you know, I was thinking about all of this stuff, and what I was thinking about was that my previous machines were 5 and 6 years old that I was using for the show. I definitely got my money's worth out of them, and I do remember that there was one issue that I had probably around 80 hours of tech time into it, and that was to get things working right. And then I had another issue, I don't know, a year ago or so, that was a frame rate issue, and it took me 40 or 50 hours of working it before I finally got it. And it may seem all insane and everything, but I think that anybody who does pushes equipment as hard as I do runs into these things. So anyway, I'm hoping that yeah, so we've got a little bit of a hitch there. No, that's looking nice and smooth now. Yeah, I don't know what that little bit of a hitch was. I better do some really creative stuff on here. So hey, we'll check the rest of my guys here. I do have all of my clients, 9 of them, running on the machine as well. I'm gonna set this puppy on fire. I'm gonna break it, or it's gonna, you know, work. So JJ Cool says thanks for the great show. Yes, and by the way, we do have a giveaway. Today is a little bit different giveaway. It is 110 Plex for your pleasure. Go to, let's see, exclamation point giveaway in Twitch chat, link in the description in YouTube. Both of them, click the link there. You have to have an account, you gotta be logged in, go to the giveaways section. You'll see this, you add this to your cart. You gotta put in here, like, whatever name you want read off when you win. And whatever message you'd like there, too. There's room for a message as well. So, draw somewhere before the end of the show. And if you have to take off before then, no sweat. All right. So, I actually don't think that I don't think that an alliance war coverage is the right stress test. That stresses the client, not the machine. It's always the client that fails, not the machine on that. So all right. I'm looking at all my stats here too. I got something that's got real high GPU usage going on here. And it just went down as soon as I went to look at it. How interesting. Okay. Alright, so let's talk alliance and everything. And the alliance is the alliance idea, I think, is the best one that we've come up with yet. This has all been a work in progress, putting all this together. One thing, I didn't put up any Athenors over the weekend because I was getting camped a little bit with this war deck, these war decks. And so I decided that I was not putting any up over the weekend. I have 14 of them to put up. 15 stations total, 14 of them to put up. And so none of those got put up. And but that's going to happen still. And we have, starting tomorrow, we have our stations that those of you who sponsored start producing, and they will produce every day starting tomorrow. The amount that it produces depends upon Depends upon the amount that it produces, depends upon the number of days it's been pulling. The more of them we put out, the more days it'll be. So I will remind everybody, we've got a few private moons that are that say private in their name, and I've been asking people to nicely leave when I see them here. These are funding the other things that are going on here, so do check the station names. The all of them that we have that are free ore say free ore. Okay. So now with the idea of an alliance, the alliance stuff is, I think, our best bet for doing things here. And what I mean by that is that the alliance, I think, is the best way for us to work together and lower my management, lower my management work that I'm doing, because I am not going to give myself another job. I already have one. So I got to keep this fun, which means I have to keep the workload down, which means distributing it with everybody. Hey, let me hook up Pidol first before I go more into this. So Pidol, thank you for the sub. Came in about 5 minutes ago. Hooking you up. Give me 1,000 gold. Spend that however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, or the space prince. And everybody give it up for Pidol. Because of them, another 10 gold to everybody here in their honor. Can you come mine with me? Well, I don't have a public fleet up at the moment. I haven't decided what exactly we're doing yet. But I may invite everybody to where I'm at. I may not. I can tell you that it's almost pure ochre that's left, which if we look at it here and say, what is ochre worth? Well, it's not bottom of the list, but it's 143 ISK per cubic meter. So, you know, it's not the greatest stuff. Also, hebergite here. I will say that with my newest miner yesterday, and the I was mining yesterday. I was on good stuff, and how much did he make yesterday? In fact, we can look at it. I was kind of surprised. As long as this is working, and I've cracked 25 billion mark on how much I've mined. Let's see here. Where is he on my list here? There he is. So, yesterday, it shows that he did 76 million raw out mining yesterday. And in actuality, 76 million, once it's compressed, is going to be close to 100 million. And he did that on Tech 1 drones. So, for Tech 1 drones, I thought that was pretty good. I was impressed with that. So, yeah. Your moon has flawless Arcanor. All right. So you can post that in Moon Miners if you want. Oh, I see you did, I think. Oh, somebody just outed your belt. I believe in Moon Miners. All right. I think I'm going to stay where I'm at and continue on, but you guys can go work on that. Yeah, No Guard gets around. He's an Eve too. Wait, I got some sort of issue going on with the FPS there. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me do something here. Oh, man, really? It's nice and smooth now. See that? See the drones are moving nice and smooth. And I do this and this. And they're no longer moving smooth. All I did was bring up two more I fucking hate my computer. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? I meant to only think it. Maybe it's XSplit that sucks. I'm going to try OBS tomorrow for the show. That's what I'm going to do. This is the new computer. I am pushing it really hard. I've been running GPU 0, which is a Titan XP, at 100%. CPU, it's been averaging 50, 60%. GPU 1, trying to keep that one down. XSplit cares about how much load is on that one. Even though I told it to not use any GPU power and only use CPU power, it seems to want that one to not be at max, because if it is, then it has issues. So, I still think that the issue is drivers, and it has to do with video capture sources and everything. I was able to get it to crash even without my broadcast software running, but I can make it crash a lot more often with my broadcast software running. So, Vanto says happy birthday. Not my birthday. Maybe it's yours. So, I will try different broadcast software tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm using this AMD Threadripper, and it's, working amazing. But maybe I'm running into some other bottleneck here or whatnot. I don't know. I've also thought about running with AMD video cards instead of NVIDIA, but I don't know that that's the answer either. The ultimate answer is, if I'm not playing a game on it at the same time and I'm just doing extreme number crunching and doing the show, that it seems to work fine. And if that's the case, then I separate it back into a game machine and stream machine. It's just that I have to transmit all the data through HDMI. And that adds another layer of complexity to things, but that might be the answer, is to go back to my old setup. So, but I can tell you that my games are not taken up. My games take up on the CPU here just a couple percent. Come on, I'm grabbing you. So, you can see here that, like the one I have in the foreground is taking up like 6% CPU, and the rest of them are less than 1%. And so, Tells what GPUs they're on and everything. It's been a struggle, that's for sure. But I will get it. All right. So let me bring up character for the alliance, and let's discuss more of the alliance stuff. He's finished mining whatever that was anyway. All right. So bring up the alliance, the head of the alliance. You quit Eve because Rats got your Orca. Yeah, Sirion. We have an alliance, and it's to distribute the load on everything.
Connecting.
Because putting up these Athenors has been good, but it's not the end all, and we need to share the load in it. All right, so we have here the corporate character, and we have some other payments that have come in. So what we're doing is we're adding corps to the alliance at $1 billion entry. That $1 billion is going towards funding of services. One of the first things that it's funding is a manufacturing facility, and which will be specifically designed for manufacturing stations, and that is going to be put up sometime soon. It needs to be done probably while we're not under a war deck. So yeah, the broadcasting software I use is XSplit. Tomorrow we'll try OBS. We'll see how it works. I don't know if OBS is going to provide me the same stuff. I've been avoiding it because every time I've tried it, it doesn't have enough stuff. Like, I don't know if I can run 2 different broadcasts at 2 different resolutions to Twitch and YouTube. That was the #1 thing that was keeping me from that. So I may have to use like Restream.io, and then, you know, YouTube would be 1080p instead of 1440p. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So, anyway, the alliance is going to allow us to put more things into play here. So, yeah, well, OBS may be better now. I haven't checked it in probably 6 months. So one of the things I'm going to do, which some of you are going to be disappointed about, but all of you in Moons, I'm either going to close that corporation and join one of the others in the alliance with my character, or I will turn over that corporation to another corp member, and I will remain a member of it. It doesn't have any holdings. And we were putting it together so that we would have a group of people. And so no longer, I'm going to contact each one of you on this as well. No longer is it a requirement that you have the character that's non-mining character that will be in the Moons group for sponsoring a station. I will put in whatever character you want. Please wait until I send you a message on that before you send me the information, because if you don't do it according to the process I'm setting up, it's going to get ignored. And so because this is a big organizational thing, when you do stuff outside of the scope of normality, I can't deal with it, and I don't want to deal with it. So, like something happened, and I won't say who this was, but someone sent me a payment they were trying to give me via a contract, and I am putting everything in via my logs of my wallets. And so the contract was empty. It only had money in it. I refused it. And so, anyway, it was kind of strange. I had never, ever received money via contract unless it was part of a trade before. That was my first time for that. So, all right, so let's see here. You just started a corporation, drunk before noon. You can join that. Do you mean that you were drunk before noon your time and you started the corporation, or the corporation is named Drunk Before Noon? I'm a little confused. So, do you work with the conglomerate HC? Have some questions about your Nestor build. Why the Black Eagle control range? I didn't know that I had any Black Eagle control range in my Nestor. That fit is not, well, I don't have it with me right here. I don't know, can I get back to that kill mail? Oh, yeah. 2 Black Eagle drone link augmentators. Probably for fitting requirements. Probably that I couldn't fit 2 of them. It wasn't for range. It was probably for lower CPU usage or power usage. So, the corporation is named Drunk Before Noon. All right. Yeah, just because I posted that build on the website doesn't mean that I remember every single thing in it. Just saying. I have a lot of ships. Also, why the Zugma Analyzer? Because I wanted it. Was that in there too? You can change that to whatever you want. The fit is just a suggestion. It gives me the ability to do relic and data with just one thing. It's also stronger. Okay, so Chief Tradums says, "Wish you the best. Great show. Computer's about to die." Yeah, well, you know, if it's on fire, guys, it was suggested to me that I throw water on it if I catch my computer on fire, but no, I think I'll just unplug it and throw it in the lake. So, all right. Now, so we're gonna make these changes. I'm going to send each one of you a mail that's in there, and you'll be able to respond to it as to you know, if I have questions for you and such. So, but as we put this alliance together, which we're going to get a few more of the alliance, a few more corporations in. Everybody wants to be a part of this. Please join one of the corporations in the alliance. So, if you drop 2 billion, how soon will the station be up? At this rate, more than a week. I'm 14 stations behind. And we have a war deck. It's hard to put them up during a war deck. It can be done, but there's some risk to it. Because if I'm noticed, it has a 15-minute vulnerability, and it can be attacked and destroyed pretty quickly. right when I put it up. So at this point, we have enough stations going up. We probably do want to get to where we have every day a 54 day pull. So anyway, I haven't closed off adding more stations yet, but at some point we will. Okay, so we've got 3 new applicants for the for this stuff, and gosh, I'm just thinking about this. Let's see, when was that? That was 22nd. It was Saturday. I don't know if this one's been made it in yet. Let's see, we had got Moons. Got 4 of them in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this person up. And I have to type them up. That's one failing of this. Member of the scope. Alliance membership payment. Alright. So this is what I love about the management of all this stuff. So the scope is an NPC corporation. I can't add that to the alliance. I don't recognize who the person is. Maybe I have mail from them. Let me switch screen here. I don't know what's in my mail. I do have mail from them. Right. So the guys who declared war on us just offered to help us with the war. Right. All right. So this person right here just misunderstood what joining the alliance meant, and I'm refunding it. I think they thought they were joining a corporation. Can you come spend the night and fish in my backyard? Sure, Chronic. Oh, let's see. Is this out of my personal wallet? Yeah. All right, so that's been sent back. Now what I should find is that that these other 3, which I have 3 here, are you serious? I can't look at the fucking corp from the applications window? This is the most retarded interface. I mean, okay, so let me not say that it's retarded. Let me say that it is very underdeveloped. So send your money back for the Athenor. I guess send the person you sent email message to. I'm pretty sure I've already built it, but I don't know. Yeah. I tell you, we're going to get this to a point, and I'm just going to make this so easy for me to take care of, because all the stuff like this just makes it really, really hard. Yeah, YMG Rag says the stress is building. Deep breaths, man. See, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is supposed to be fun. I'm not having fun. It's easier to just leave it as is, coffee, if you're trying to reduce my frustration, because I haven't figured out a process yet for refunding someone if necessary. So, anyway, I know you guys want to get into this stuff. This is the dumbest thing, because I go to view the corporation stuff, and I don't know who they are. Oh, here's David Stenringe. He's not one of the people who sent the money. Hey, we'll get this done while we're on the show here, because I know that's what a lot of you want, and so we'll figure this out. And here's David Stenringe. Is that the same person? I was looking for a note with it. Yes, there we go. All right, so he is right here. And sent me 257 million as a player donation. I don't know why, but okay. Hey, so that one's in. Takes 24 hours from the time I hit accept. Haas Big Hauler. All right, I saw some money from Haas here. There it is. There's the billion. You're in too. All right, these are easy. Let's see here. Warning. This application will cause the following wars to be adopted by your alliance. Transparent securization. Sure. We've got other wars going on. What does it matter? Stark Landing Inc. All right. Comet Turner. And there we have a payment from Comet Turner. All right. Thank you for making those easy, guys. That was great. Okay. So, 24 hours, and those will be live. Those of you who have put in the money for the stations, sponsoring the stations, you are going to still have admin rights in all of these stations, just so you know, even though I'm going to redo the corp. So, but why does it matter where the money comes from as long as they tell you which corp to put it in? Sure, tell me which corp to put in. None of them did. Two of them just said join alliance. So, yep, there has to be a note in here saying which corporation has applied. But I can do it from anywhere. But it is much, much easier. It is much, much easier if it's the CEO of the corp that wants in sending the money, because it just matches up just like that. So. All right. Excellent. We are good. Oh, and another one just came in. All right. Payment for Borka Alliance entry. Awesome. I guess you'll need to get your application in now because I don't have one for you. Okay. Let's check these other guys. So I've been mining for like 3 straight days. My guys are complaining of fatigue. Do I have a banker account? I don't know what a banker account is. I have people who handle money. This guy is almost full. I have filled these guys twice already today. It's pretty crazy. Tune that holds most of my ISK. Oh, I've got ISK everywhere. Depends on what they're doing. Corporate babysitter guy, none of that money goes back to me. That all stays within the alliance and stuff. Okay, so I'll look for all right. So apparently they sent the money for a different corp that I didn't know anything about. Okay. So mining services, who already has a war against me, against us, has offered to help the alliance against Unity Purged. I don't even understand what's going on there. Of why they see, they're against us and they're offering to help against them. Right. All right. Thank you. Yep. Nope. Just gonna be ignored. Yeah, there is actually instructions in a Moon Miners group in the message of the day of exactly how to apply. So are you guys getting attacked? I'm seeing talk in Moon Miners about getting attacked. So, House of Dune. Jeremiah. All right. Looks like it's good. Okay, another one down. Thank you. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 corps now in the Alliance. Those of you that I've just accepted, it takes 24 hours to be effective. So, it's rather ironic that I went from running not wanting to run a corporation to running an alliance. Well, it's an end to the it means to the end, which is you know, a way of getting this stuff done. And it's interesting. I don't mind setting the stuff up. I know how to and everything. I know it's just like setting up a business. But I need it to run really efficiently if I'm going to do well with it. So, yeah. Yeah, Mitchell, we are accepting corporations into the Alliance. So, there's information in the Moon Miners group in-game. So, all right. We're going to end up with a Alliance chat for everybody who's in there. And then we'll also end up with those of you who are sponsoring stations. There will be an additional group that has all the station timers and everything. So, okay. I think we're good on that for the moment. We're good on all of this. My guys are just out here mining, having a good time, doing their thing. And so, one of the things that that I do have planned, as well as and I'm really looking forward to this, is putting up a manufacturing facility. So I'm going to decide which system is the proper one to do that in. I'm not 100% sure yet. So, but that's something that we're going to be doing. That will fund out this Alliance stuff. It'll be open to all of the Alliance. Maybe open to the public, but if it's open to the public, we'll open it. The fees for the Alliance will be much less than what the public is being charged. Okay. So,
warp drive active.
The machine seems to be working okay now.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Clone Bay? We don't need a clone bay when we have NPC stations out here. Or is there some advantage to having a clone bay that is player run as opposed to NPC run? Other than the 900,000 ISK that it costs you to transfer? Good day to fly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. If there is some reason I don't know about it, I'm open to things, but also I'm being careful about what all services we put up. That's another thing, is that with all of these corporations that we have in the Alliance, that different corporations can provide different services to the whole Alliance and do the exact same thing that I'm talking about here with the manufacturing and just charging the Alliance less. So, no timer. Wait, so no timer, meaning that you can clone jump and it doesn't have a timer. So would that mean that we would need to put up 2 of them then? And that way you have your clones in there. That's also very dangerous, because if that station gets if that station gets killed, destroyed, so does your clone. I'm just saying. So you have to pay attention to whether or not it's in jeopardy to move your clone. Yeah, you would lose your clone if it's destroyed. So I'm not opposed to that. I don't know how much the clone bay stuff costs. We would have to do it on 2 of them. We would want to do that on a station that is well defended. So, HubSpot's in the middle of all the moon, so it's centralized. Yeah, kind of like we have in Yusoshi is the central portion of all this. It's got 4 stations that border it. I'm going to take stuff next door. You always have a jump timer? Well then wait, what is this? Alright, so... Now I'm confused. I'm getting 2 different pieces of information. You can swap clones in that station, 1 jump clone there and have a current clone in. Alright, so you only need 1. You don't have a jump timer in the player-owned structure. Well, let's test it. This also should be in one that's well defended because people will have clones there. And they could be expensive. All right, so let's look at that while we're flying over. So like even the refinery, Athenor. And then what fits into there? Let's see, hardware. Stand-up cloning center. 253 million. Stand-up cloning center service module that allows use of a cloning center able to support capsular cloning and resurrection systems when installed in an Upwell technology structure. Let's see. While an Upwell structure has at least 1 service module online, it will enter full power mode and you'll gain significant increased shield, armor, strength, hit points, and an extra reinforcement cycle. What? This gives you an extra reinforcement cycle? What? There's this gives more shields and everything? This doesn't make any sense. Full power mode, shield and armor hit point modifier. 1.5. You know, this is very interesting. So why would a station that's fit for battle not have one of these in here if it gives a 1.5x modifier to shield and armor hit points? $720 units to bring it online. Any module does. So does that mean that if I fill this up with other things, that I'm going to get a bonus on each one of those? We already have it because we have the moon mining drill. All right. This stuff's new to me. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd have enough. Like, can I see the fit on this one? This is not the fit on this one. Come on, show me the fit on this one. Exit simulation. So, if we added this to it, we'd still have all of this. Let's see, unfit the module. Yeah, it doesn't change anything to the defense. So we're at 312 units per day. 550 units per day. Holy shit, folks. This is 5 times the amount of what it takes for a normal Athenor that just has a drill. I know it's not hard to kill a refinery. So it's just the first module. Okay, a structure without any modules has no shields. Alright. Okay. Got it. Their wording there is a little bit confusing, but I get it now. Alright. So, yeah, you know, if we did this, we'd probably want it in a bigger facility. And if we were going to put together a bigger facility here, my suggestion would be that that we do a Tatara. The problem with the Tatara is that really, if we're going to do that, you know, we should put a refinery on it, and it should be Tech 2 refinery, and because that'll get us another 1%. But I think that we're going to be looking at over 20 billion. Oh, let's put it on a Keep Star. Yes. Let's go build a Keep Star. Can't do a Keep Star out here. We're in high sec. We could do a Fortizar, though. And we could put a market in it, and we could put a clone bay in it, and we could put a refinery in it. I don't know. Yeah, let's just go all the way Palatine, right? It's 71 billion for that T2 rig, if for a Tataria. Oh, fuck that. I ain't making that kind of money. 71 billion for that rig. Once you put up a fort, you become a target. Why is that, your Olympic hero? Yeah, you can't anchor a Keepstar in high sec. You can't. Gila Monster, you put that you can. So You cannot put a keep star in high sec. Do an Athenorth. You can. You can put a keep star in high sec. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. All right. Yeah, I don't know where it's going to say the space restrictions. I don't know that it says anywhere. On the test server you can? Oh, well, I have multiple people saying you can. So, guess maybe you can. So Tatara, a Tatara is going to cost us 7 billion for the structure. Simulate. Yes. And what is it called? There's a market hub. 960 units a day. Resource processing. So stand-up processing facility. I don't think there's anything. I think it's the same as the other ones. No. That's 26 million? That's it? All right. So 26 million for that. But then it's the rigs. It's the rigs that are going to be the big deal here. Tara will let you do more with just one station. If you only care about refined, T2 Athenor is what you want. This will get you 1% more, though. Let's see here. What is it called? Research, manufacturing, research, invention, manufacturing, copy, manufacturing. There's no rig for refining, for extra refining. Yes, there is. I know there is. At bottom, in the other tab, there's another tab. Structure resource processing rigs. Oh. All right. Reprocessing monitor, reactor efficiency, moon drill proficiency. Reprocessing monitor. So refined yield multiplier 53%. You get another percent from this, so I think it's base 54 or 55 then. And I think it's probably really expensive from what you guys are saying. Yeah, 73 billion is what one of these cost. I don't want to put up I don't want to put up a Keepstar in high sec. It was you guys suggesting that. I know better than that. But Tatara. Yeah, so this would have to be, in order for us to justify the cost of 73 billion for this, plus 7 billion for the Tatara. We would have to refine here, because really what we're going to do is we're going to save 1%. I think that that's all you can get is a 1% increase over the other stuff. And so to save 1% at 80 billion would be 80 billion, add 2 more zeros, 8 trillion. We would have to refine 8 trillion worth of ore in order to break even on this. So, yeah. Crash, does that mean I want the stream machine to crash? Yes. I'm pushing it really hard. I can only simulate so much. So, best time to push it hard is during an actual show. So I'm doing that right now. And it's holding steady. So... So... So this is not a good investment for us. We're not that big. So what we end up doing is here, let me let's show info on this. Oops, let's go view market. Let's view it in the marketplace. And let's go to its medium counterpart. So there's moon ore and there's other stuff. I think this is it right here. So in this one, there's one available for 4 billion. This will get us another percent. Yeah, the Tatara has some pretty big fuel costs as well. So we've got 4 billion for a percent. This is the way we would go, and in fact, this is probably what we'll end up doing. Is like in the station that I'm in right here. Oh wait, it wouldn't be in this station. The station has no rigs for that because this one is all armored up. Okay, back to the clone stuff. Back to the clone stuff. Where did it go? Hey, so I browse for clone. Hey, it must not be called clone. Must not have the word clone in it. Exit simulation. Stand up cloning center. Because it doesn't have an E in cloning. Wait. I'll put one in. Yeah. $8 trillion is 8,000 billion. So what? It's 800 billion. No, 80 billion. 80 billion times 100 is 8 trillion. Right? Because it'd be 80, 800, 8 trillion. My math is right, JJ. All right. Oh yes, you also can't get the super high bonuses from the Tatara in high sec. So if we get big enough, if we get big enough, like let's say that we ended up with 1,000 members in the alliance, then we could put some stuff up in low sec next door or whatever. So, yeah. Wait, so Nick Paw says thank you, and then the Plague Doctor has subbed. All right, let me hook you up. Adding 1,000 gold to you. Spend that however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, or the Space Prince. And then everybody give it up for the Plague Doctor. Because of them, another 10 gold to everybody here in their honor. All right. So, Null is much better. Yes, well, we are not holding Sov like that. And I can tell you that I have no desire right now to be running anything in Null. I see all the management. I have 2 characters that are in Moose Army that are in test. And I see all of the work that they do in there, all of the management of all of that. And I know in my heart that they are doing that for everybody, and it's not for me. So, how accessible is the game to a newcomer? Yeah, it's hard. Sure, but once you get it, it is the most amazing game that there is. So if you're willing to put in a little work to learn it, then you're going to have an amazing time. So, all right. So I bought a cloning center. I will install that in here. It's going to cost me more fuel. It's going to put that up to 520 a day. So we're going to be spending like I don't know, 20 million a day in fuel there. So, all right. Let's see. Cores, thank you for following. Welcome. Yeah, I'm going to step away for just a moment, everybody. Be right back.
You think I'm mad, don't you?
All right. By the way, everybody, the show is, I don't know. It seems to be kind of working okay. You know? This is a very good thing. Very good thing. Okay, so we got the cloning bay. I'm going to we're going to go pick a few things up. Bring them back. Oh, my guys are still out mining. I wonder how they're doing. This is the thing I love about doing this high-sec mining and why we do it. I mean, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I have these guys out mining, and they're still mining. This is the big deal about it, right? Yeah. Okay, so first thing for the Alliance will be the clone bay. I'm going to make that for... We'll probably set the stuff up on that it's just for Alliance members or something. Or, no, you know what? We'll make it available to the public too, but we'll charge them. You want the instant gratification? Then, you know, help pay for fuel. So, okay, this guy is ready to drop off.
Warp drive active.
I think that, is there a fleet up already? I think you guys can come join me, anybody who wants to come mine here. We're Shota 77. There's not a huge amount left here. But there is stuff here. Ice Fleet. Boy, this guy's almost full again, too. I seriously, this will be the second filling of the day. I've got a couple off side screens too. He'll get unstuck from that rock in a minute. Right. So you about got it, buddy? Yeah, if we can make the services pay for fuel, we should make a little bit of a profit on things, because if we have to go to war will be costly. But other than that, all right, he's working on getting himself unstuck. This station, this is one of our public stations. This will be 2.1 billion. Over a billion of it will be Nice in 10 days. It's one of our public stations. All right, let me make sure I don't have anything on him. Oh, I do. Hey, we're gonna hop into a different chip here. Yeah, I'm not interested in trying to make money off of taxes with these things. What I'm interested in, though, is covering costs, and then
drive active.
with covering the costs, having extra in the kitty for war purposes and stuff. Like if we have war, we may need to SRP. Which is a big deal. So, yeah, or something. I don't know. I expect all of you are making money off of all this stuff, though, too.
Docking request accepted.
There is ice in Hysac.
Drive active.
Jason, you donated for an Athenor, but you haven't been able to come mine yet because of school? All right. Well, we all thank you for your donation. And when you get a chance, you come out here. Starting tomorrow, we have Athenors popping every day.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, those good old Athenors and their broken washing machine. Let's see if I have any jobs here. A bunch of stuff that's done in a day. Oh, that's not here though. Okay. So I want to make sure that I get this on board. Oh, and then these station warehouses I built, I'll have to have a freighter for that. I think I hear something. Some rats. Right. Rats are noisy. Okay, so oh, by the way, I just want to mention again, those of you watching on Twitch, check out YouTube, ! YouTube. Go look at the difference in the video there as compared to YouTube. YouTube is medium compression, or Twitch is medium compression. I have full-on 100% compression going on YouTube. And and I decided to do it there because that's where the videos are afterward and everything. And the difference looks absolutely amazing. It's also in 1440p there, where it's 1080p in Twitch. I also am going to be adding one more thing to the mix. I'm also about to add Facebook. And I'm going to do Facebook because there's some reasons. I can only do 720p on Facebook. That's just really what they offer unless you are a really big channel. You'll bring more people in to YouTube and Twitch. So, hope to do that. I gotta figure out. We're gonna test that probably tomorrow or Thursday. As long as I have stability on my machine now, which currently today we had a few things to iron out, but it seems to be kind of doing okay right now. So, wait. So I'm gonna add some more stuff to this. I'm gonna do my manufacturing elsewhere now. I have a social media manager? I do. I do have someone working for me
Warp
that is
drive
managing
active.
that. It's not here today. I don't think that anything went out today on social, but one interesting thing about Facebook video is that it will be the bark that the show is live, and it bypasses all of these rules and everything of filtering, and so. Yeah, so overall, this new machine's amazing. But yes, there are still bugs and issues to work out with it that I haven't figured out. And so it's doing quite well, but there's been a lot to figure out with it. Well, also to the mention of YouTube versus Twitch, YouTube also has DVR. You can go back up to 2 hours if necessary and look at something again. Hey, so Shosendar, 500 bits. There's 500 gold to everybody here in Shosendar's honor. And let's add another $5 to the video card upgrade, which, yeah, so puts us at 425. If I get everything smoothed out and doesn't really require more hardware, although there is a performance improvement of the 2080 Ti over my Titan XP.
Docking request accepted.
Okay. I am wanting to put those charges into the Orca. It's just shielding is the only one that I'm running. It's 300. All right. Good. Got those charges in now. I do have a Ritaru out here, along with a manufacturing mineral efficiency. What is this? A material reduction bonus of 2%. So you're getting more efficient on building things. Yeah, wasn't there something up? Stand up manufacturing. I think that I got a rig too for, I think that's the only rig that I got for that. That'll save us 2% on manufacturing anything. You have structure envy? Yeah. My structures may not be big, but I have a lot of them. Oh yes, crazy. It's much easier to read on a 55-inch 4K using YouTube. Yes, I have a Chromecast Ultra as well. Yes. I always run on my laptop too, and I then I just read chat off the laptop and just have video playing on the TV. So. It seems to me, stand-up material manufacturing, let's see here. Hey, this is an engineering complex, non-empire, Taru. That's just material efficiency. I feel like I'm missing something off of here. Does anyone know if the final reward on the Rogue Swarm is worth the grind? Those drones are going for quite a bit of money, I think. Hey, look at that. Jodalo, resubbing 8 months in a row. All right. 80 gold to everybody here in Jodalo's honor. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you know, you can watch on YouTube and then participate in Twitch chat. Hey, I feel like that there was another rig. Manufacturing material efficiency. We're not doing manufacturing time efficiency. And component capital. Structure manufacturing, material efficiency, 745 million. Only one? What? Fuck. Look at the station there and send it to the corp that owns the station. Right, so it seems that material efficiency or structure manufacturing material efficiency. Material reduction bonus. I don't get it. Structure. Oh yeah, this is the same one. Duh. I do have the right one here. Okay. So I have this ready to go up. This Rataru. Probably start out just only available to the Alliance. Why is he not moving very fast? Are you serious? He is still stuck on this while he's trying to get over to his moon? What a dolt. Well, this one's almost full. This one is full.
Warp drive active.
You know, it looks like another thing came in. Alliance membership. You need to apply. Yeah, this came in long enough ago. It takes 5 minutes for this to update, but you need to apply to the alliance. I don't see an application here yet. All right, so at some point, probably when the war decks are done, we'll start putting these structures up. How feasible do I think it is for a solo corp with 3 accounts to mine moons in high sec with war decks and all? Well, if the people who are war decking you don't know where you're at, it's just fine, but I really recommend that miners are always in NPC corps for that very reason. Then you don't have to worry about it. PJ Slim, 39 months as a sub. All right. Huh. It's a lot of gold to everybody here. PJ Slim's honor is 1,170 gold to everybody here. In honor of PJ Slim. Don't spend that all in one place, people. Thank you for that support. Frito Lays, you are welcome. Thanks for the kudos. Yep, exit simulation. Get into this other ship here. All right. It's been a very enjoyable 39 months. Awesome.
Warp drive active.
So Mike says he sold his event drone BPC for 200 million ISK. And that's the final thing on the event there. 200 million sounds like a decent number. I have not finished it on either one of my characters. We have until server up on the 1st to finish it.
Docking request accepted.
This is my main hauler. My main hauler ship that I use. It's quick. It's tanky. I can carry more in value in this than I do in a freighter.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Karuchi, thank you for following. Welcome. So while we're flying down,
Warp drive active.
do you have a giveaway today? In Twitch chat, ! giveaway will get you a link to the store at store.markeedragon.com or a link in the description in YouTube. Get in here, make sure you're logged in, you gotta have an account, go to the giveaway section, add this to your cart, put in your name you want called out when you win, whether that be your Twitch, YouTube, real name, game name, whatever, any sort of message there. I crossed the 25 billion mark today. I'm just trucking right along on all this mining. By the way, the giveaway is sponsored by our store, so if you need Plex, the packs, item code, or Omega Time,
Warp drive
then
active.
exclamation point coupon in Twitch chat, link in the description in YouTube. Both of those have a link to us, but it also has a discount code there, and you can use that, save yourself a few bucks, and support the show at the same time. Paddington, much love. All right. And Frito says thanks. Thank you, thank you.
Warp drive active.
Rock Fowl, thank you for the support of me. I should have taken some stuff to market too. Oh well. I just forgot. And even a Smurf. Oh my god. By the way, you guys know that we're interviewing for a position right now? I wonder, did I make a weird hiring command? So markeedragon.com. There's a posting there from a week or two ago about us hiring. You can check that out.
Warp drive active.
There are some requirements. Gotta have good internet. It's work from home. Customer service skills. Gotta be friendly. And then you need to know video games. It's customer service position. Steven, what's with the stutter? What stutter are you referring to? I'm not seeing a stutter. Yes, you need to know MMOs. Hey there, Tenchi posted it. Is it working? Like the computer? Yeah, I have it pushing it really hard right now. It seems to be working. Yeah, it looks even better, people on YouTube, exclamation point YouTube and Twitch chat. YouTube has super compression going on. 1440p. It's nice and crisp and clear. Wait, you'd have to be nice to customers? Yeah, crazy. I know. Yep, you guys can apply. It does not matter what country you are located in. So, we're located in the US, but we hire people from all over the world. And we like to give it a good mix and match.
Drive active.
Culture, language sets, you know, you name it. JJ there, he works for us. What are the work hours? Well, it depends. These would be, don't hire from India. Well, we hire the right people. Does speaking different languages help? Yes. You do need to be able to speak English. We do talk to customers. Doesn't have to be your primary language, but you have to have good command of the English language. I mean, heck, we hired JJ. His first language is Canadian. What is Shroud of the Avatar? It's another game that we support. By the way, no one will be a perfect fit for everything, so speak English, Spanish, and Portuguese. All right. Standard Portuguese or Brazilian Portuguese? Blow man to the Canadian. I'm just giving him a bad time.
Drive active.
Brazilian. All right. What's the pay? Shit pay, shit hours. Nah, it's not bad. As far as hours, you know, like 4 8-hour days with
Drive active.
we have 2 primary shifts a day, but when we're busier, it goes to a 3 primary shift a day. Try and place people for the shifts in their normal waking hours instead of having to be up through the middle of the night. It's full time. It is full time. Reeve, you sent a resume a while ago. Yeah, we're still working through it. I haven't got enough in yet to make a good decision. Everybody, I'm stepping away for just a second. Gonna grab a drink. Right back. I'm gonna leave this up so you see if something crazy happens. Nothing happened. All right. JJ,
Active.
I appreciate you posting that up there, but they need to read. They need to see the posting that we have on the site, so please give them that link. Anyone who's smart who sees that posting on there will know why. So, make sure you read the requirements. If you can't figure it out when you look at that, then the job's not for you. Just saying. Oh, he's full too? Come on. Oh wait, he doesn't have to go. Just filled his one thing he can offload to himself. I really hate the noise of rats.
Active.
Now this guy is full. Yep, he is all the way full.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
But there was nothing in the first one. Oh, because I already unloaded it.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, as far as the stuff that we sell and everything, we are business partners with CCP. Eve is one of the main things that we support. You're going to get to work with Eve, at least some, if you work for us.
Warp drive active.
And yeah, it's freaking rats. I couldn't find them. I was looking for them. They're annoying the crap out of me. Somebody kill them rats. It's pretty much only my guys out there. I've got a couple of them that have, they have, one drone out, which is enough to take care of those rats.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
I just keep mining. You know, ochre isn't worth very much, but something that's not worth very much is worth more than nothing. So anyway, we've been a business partner with CCP for 15 years now. These fucking rats. Oh my god. They're annoying the crap out of me. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take care of them. So I have two characters out here that have one drone out each. I'm going to remedy this situation. In the deal with, you know, CCP and Black Pearl, I don't see any changes with it, other than, who knows, we may start to support BDO. So that is something that will be happening. Possibly. I don't know. We'll see. We also are business partners with Portalarium, who does Shroud of the Avatar. We're business partners with Artcraft. You guys should all be excited about that because they're making fucking Crowfall, and that's going to be releasing next year. And we've been a business partner with them for a few years now, through their development, all the way since their Kickstarter. And rats will target drones. They will kill them sometimes, just so you know. And so we're also business partners with Hi-Res, and we have Realm Royale, which is fun to play. So that one, I hope to see some more support for that game soon. We're just waiting on them for some stuff with that. It's quiet again. Isn't that so much better? All right. I leave one hobgoblin out, which is able to take care of those rats. And so... Hey, let me go through my guys again here, make sure they're all... Oh, now, see, these are idle. They get knocked idle sometimes when they get attacked by rats or jammed. So, just gotta get them mining again. These guys are all making me more than 100 million each a day. And I am going to fire up a fleet of skiffs here pretty soon. In fact, maybe maybe that'll be one of the things that we'll do tomorrow. I want to show you what it's like, what the difference is, skiff mining as opposed to non-skiff mining, this orca mining. This right here is the better way, the orca mining. And because I can leave these guys for 30 minutes without looking at them, And because if a gank fleet comes in, they're not going after me. They're going after Rados Conning, who's in a porpoise, before they go after me. They want to take out as many as they can for a few number of ships as possible. And this guy is here mining with me. You know, they want to get a kill, you know? So they'll go after him before they go after one of these. You know, over 300,000 EHP on each one of these. So, yeah, so when I say 100 million a day and I'm mining with 9 of them, so I am making between 800 million and 1.2 billion a day just in ore mining, and that's raw. So then you go and compress it and it's worth 25% more. So do we have part-time? Not currently. Not currently. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you apply with us and we talk to you and there's some things like, you know, you only have certain hours available or whatnot, that might rule you out from the position because we have particular hours we need to fill. But it also, we will do things for the right people. We'll figure things out and everything. And for the right people. And so, and we figure out who's the right people. So, yeah. So you don't necessarily have to be the perfect presentation on your resume for us to think that you are the right fit. God, I got another one full. One of my other ones here. I may as well take these side ones off. I get a little bit of a shudder whenever I have them on the sides here when I'm broadcasting and I'm crunching so hard. All right, we'll dock him up. Okay, so I am out here to pick up some stuffs. Augmented ice drones. Folks, do not mine with augmented ice drones. You might mine with augmented mining drones and get away with it. The ice drones, forget it. And here's why. You want to forget it because you are the first target and there's a lot more targeting that goes on in the ice fields. So,
Docking request accepted.
also it's a plus if you have social media experience, like know how to make a Facebook post or a tweet or Instagram. I'm sure all of you know how to do that. So, got complication doing a lot of that stuff for my show. I've hired him. He works both customer service and he is working stuff on the show. So all of the reason that so many videos have been posted lately is him. So it's big thanks to him. And I am paying him for that. So it's not like a volunteer position. So how do you make a Facebook, Tricote? So let me look at. I think the market's really good on these right now because people have been getting these blueprints, and no, it's not. That's amazing. All right, so I have a couple of. Excuse me. I had a couple of blueprints for these. Yeah, now that I think about it. I am going to buy a few more of these mining drones, but I don't plan on using them unless I am really paying close attention. Hey, I need fuel. I have a buy order for a ton of fuel up out in our area. I also have buy orders. Oh, that's what else I should buy. Look at my buy orders. What is the rig that you'd use in manufacturing to give you a bonus in building fuel blocks? Does anybody know the answer to that? Oh yes, Favor. I have some of those out in rent. I have not moved them yet. There isn't one. There's no rig that helps give you more efficiency on building fuel blocks, other than there's no sort of material reduction. Wouldn't it be under the items? Modules rig? Let's see here. Structure engineering rigs. See, here's equipment. Ooh, that's expensive. Oh, I bought just Tech 1 of this, didn't I? I think so. Modules 1? Is equipment. It's component. Ammunition. Capital component, large ship, blueprint copying, drone and fighter manufacturing, equipment manufacturing. Oh, you have it in one of your stations, Cat Ziggy? Yeah, please look it up. Here's the equipment manufacturing. Let's check out my other guys, see how they're doing. And when we talk about drones getting attacked, this one got attacked while out here. Looking Moon Miners chat. Structure manufacturing. That's what I've got. That one also does fuel. Yeah, so this is one that I've got in here already. And you just applied to the Alliance? All right, Mitch Mitchell. I'll look at that in a little bit. Takes a few minutes to sync up. Its structure? Well, does the structure one then give me... Well, okay, so does the structure one give me fuel bonuses? To... Structure operators discrete material requirements for manufacturing, star-based structures, and fuel blocks. Woohoo! I've already got that one! Oh. The only problem is, I think I bought a tier 1. Maybe I should have bought a tier 2. So that's 2% material reduction. And this one is, 2.4%. Fuck it. 2%'s good. Woohoo! Yeah. I'd have to add another billion to it. Bill Cosby, 3 to 5. Oh, 3 to 5 years in jail? Really? All right. Given his age, I'm in agreement with that. Guy's a slime ball. I know a few slime balls. I mean, not his type of slime ball. Some of you may have heard this before, but one of the things I did, I owned a limousine service. Let's see, it's been 10 years ago now that we closed the doors. And 10 years before that, I was being a chauffeur for another company and stuff, and I did all kinds of runs that were really great. I drove Joe Montana around for 3 days. I had different rock bands that I'd take around for whole days. I had, I had Morgan Freeman for a day, and royalty. So I had a guy for 3 days that was a Arabian prince, and it was all very interesting. But there are a few people out there that are absolute assholes, and two of them that stick in my mind are Morgan Freeman, and then the guy from Tool Time, from that Tim Allen show. The guy who's on the other side of the fence, the brown-haired guy with the beard and everything. I can't remember his name. He is. Both of these people screwed with me in different ways, and I really didn't like it. So, not Tim Allen, the sidekick guy, the other guy. I've never met Tim Allen. Richard something. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, Dick something. That fits. But I'll tell you a little story. 2 stories. You want story time? All right. So, Morgan Freeman, he messed with me. Took him to this theater, and where he was giving a performance, and he told me that when he was done, I think he was talking there actually, speaking there, and he told me that that when he was done, he wanted to have a hot cup of coffee in a glass cup. Not in a mug, not in a thermos or whatnot. He wanted it to be ready when he walked out the door in a glass cup. I had no way of knowing when he was going to come out, and you couldn't keep it hot in a glass cup. It was a real problem. And anyway, but he gave me that requirement when he came out, and I had no idea when he was going to come out. And yeah, I didn't like him messing with me that way. And then the other guy, from Tool Time, he was he had written a book, and he was at Vancouver Mall in Vancouver, Washington. I had driven him there. Richard Karn's his name. I have multiple people saying that, so that must be his name. And he was a loud guy, kind of boisterous and whatnot. He had, he told me not to keep it in a thermos, that he didn't want to see a thermos. And so I couldn't like pour it out from a thermos whenever he got there. It was just dumb. But like Joe Montana, really nice guy. So anyway, he was with his manager, and he had like 7 or 8 cases of books in the trunk. And this was a Cadillac limousine. It has the door, or the trunk folds down, and the license plate is actually in the trunk, in the lid of the trunk, and it folds down. It has those corners on it and stuff. And if you're not careful, you can bump your head on it. And it has just those sharp corners there, so it wouldn't be any good. Anyway, he...
Skill training completed.
Yes! Mining drone operation level 5! Woohoo! He can go Tech 2 drones now. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Let's see. And he has his Tech 2 drones in here. Does he? No. Right in there. All right. I got to remember to do that. So I took him to a back door at the mall, back entrance near this bookstore that was in there. And he went in there with his manager. And they told me that they were going to be at least 2 hours. So to come back and wait around in 2 hours. No problem. About an hour later, I get a frantic call from our dispatch saying, you got to go and get there right now and pick him up. You've got to pick him up immediately. And so I went right over there. I was only a few blocks away. And he, and there was officers outside. So I didn't know what had happened or whatnot. Officers, when I pulled up, they said, okay, we'll let him know you're here, and he'll be out in a moment. And I thought, oh, crowd got out of control or something like that. Nope. He came out in handcuffs. And he was cuffed. And he was mouthing off to the officers. They uncuffed him and told him to get out. This was not pre-cell phones. I had a brick phone. I had a Motorola brick at this time. And so, cell service was spotty. Anyway, so he was, he had done something wrong. And so when they uncuff him and they have these boxes that they're bringing back out of these books that he was signing, and he's mouthing off to the officers, and his manager's saying, shh, just quiet, just stop talking and everything. And they're loading these books into the back of the car, and he comes up and he hits his head on the corner of the trunk, and he comes out swinging. And I'm just like, whoa! I had to stay back. I let them get themselves into the car and everything. He was hollering and yelling and everything. He was so pissed off at the world. And even though the divider was up, so there's a sound divider and there's a physical divider where you can't see through as well. But he was being so loud when I was driving him back to his hotel that I could hear him saying, I can't believe they arrested me for shoplifting. And it was Richard Karn. And so apparently they arrested him for shoplifting while he was there doing a book signing. I don't know. I wasn't in there to actually see it. But, do you think it was actually in the news? God, that'd be funny if you guys could find a news article on that. That was, gosh, when was that? That was probably that's kind of pre-internet. That was probably about 1995 or so. Yeah. So, anyway. Oh, we have another skill to do. We got to do... Oh, he's got other skills to do. What? Here I am all excited going, I'm going to be able to use my Tech 2 drones. But nope. I have to get... Do I really have to have these other mining drone specialization? Yeah, I have to have it there. All right. So... All right. Oh. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, that was, needless to say, I didn't get a tip from him. Yeah. It's time for a Galaxy Pack sale, says Slut Giraffe. What a name. Slut Giraffe. You know, giraffes have very long tongues. That was the first thing I thought of with a slut giraffe. Yeah, so I have to get my specialization skill. Okay, we're a few hours away from that. I got all excited for nothing. I was about to go dock up and switch out, but nope, 20 hours. All right. No, wait, what? What is that? Mining? Yeah, I need mining. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, he was the neighbor on the fence. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, it's another one that docked up. So she's mined this in the last couple of days. Let's see what it... 274 million. And then let's compress it. And now it's worth 360 million. Even if this were 3 days, it'd be 120 million a day. It's easy money when you run these in multiples. So... Use fitting service to move the drones. Yeah, well, I'd have to use it on another orca. I could do that. But I got 20 hours for my next thing that has to be trained up. By the way, if you want to know the training guide on this, exclamation point fit in Twitch chat, so there's a link in the description on YouTube. John Hinsman played Wilson. Earl John Hinsman? Yeah, okay, so I guess I'd have to look up the guy. Al. Yes, it was Al. Anyway, the training guide and the ship fit's all posted on my site. And so the training guide will tell you which order to put these in for maximum efficiency, for maximum earnings. Yep, that's him. Right there. That's exactly what he looked like back then. Looks a little different now.
Warp drive active.
If he were a nice guy, I'd have nice things to say about him. He just wasn't a very nice guy, though. All right. We were talking about... Maybe I should just take this... stuff back up with me. Were there nice stars I drove around? Yep. Yeah, Joe Montana was a pleasure to drive around. he had one rule. If you're working for him, you treat him like you're working for him. Meaning that you don't like ask him for his autograph or
Warp
anything
drive
like that.
active.
If you were a fan though, and you came up to him and stuff, he would treat you very well. He was a very nice guy. But the rule was that you didn't ask, which it was already a thing. If you're a professional chauffeur, you don't ask people for their autograph and
Warp
stuff.
drive
If they
active.
want to force it on you, then fine, you know, but you never ask. In fact, you turn it down if they offer it. And then if they insist, then okay, fine. But that's always the general rule. You turn it down. So somebody asked me to investigate the stuttering. Let me see what I see here. See if I see any issues. BL's the best Legion, Jess Rocks says, and Froder, thank you for another nice show. You are welcome. Tomorrow, we'll see. There's a couple things that been wanting to do lately. One is I've been kind of wanting to go and maybe do a little faction warfare, and I also so I want to do that sometime this week. I want to see if I can finish the current
Warp drive
event
active.
on at least one of my characters before it ends. It ends Monday, I think. And then I also want to put together a proper skiff fleet. So not all of my characters can run a skiff. 5 of them can. And they can just offload into I don't know, we'll figure it out. So the guy died in 2003? Really? Is that the
Warp
same
drive
guy?
active.
Let's see here. IMDb. It wasn't this guy. Richard Karn. I don't think that it was him who died. You guys want to see something really crazy? I think it's
Warp
kind of
drive
crazy
active.
on IMDb. Let me show you something really crazy. So, here I am. I'm in IMDb. And I was the executive producer. They spelt my name wrong. But of a short film called Prolific. And John Branch was a star. John Branch started out as Arnold Schwarzenegger's stunt double. And so, yeah, that was fun. And then Play Money, documentary film that God, I should be telling y'all a release
Warp
date
drive
here real soon.
active.
It didn't work out well. You wanted Plex and you ended up with Game Time. You bought Omega Time instead of Plex. Yeah, unfortunately, if that happens too, there's no refunds, because once a code goes out, we can never resell it. Next time? Yeah.
Warp drive active.
I guess I should get my picture on IMDb, huh? Nice cheesy grin. So Earl guy was a fence guy and he died. All right. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so what are these? This is one of the private moons that I run. I use this to fund a lot of stuff.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I flew her out here and then I didn't get her mining on anything again. Clumsy me. Oh, and this other guy, his rock just now disappeared. Right in front of our
Warp
eyes.
drive active.
Right, so far everything's been looking good on YouTube. I would say that it's on the viewers' end. For me, it's been running smooth. So, or something in between. Yeah, it wouldn't be Earl John Hinman. It'd be Richard Karn, or it'd be Richard Karn.
Warp drive active.
So here's this new one, and Sasha Persty, don't have anything from them. Hey, I don't even know how to answer this. Guess I'll have to look at this later. Mark is unread. So we have this new aerospace industrial, and we have this payment from this person, but I have nothing that connects them. So I don't know.
Warp drive active.
I don't think I have any way to force things to be right every time either. Yeah, I would imagine somebody who has money and something like that, you know, getting arrested for shoplifting or whatnot, that, you know, it's in everybody's best interest to, for them to pay for whatever and sweep it under the rug. That's how I would imagine a lot of those things would go. Money equals power. It's really sad. One of my kids got a speeding ticket. And he went to court to plead guilty because he was speeding. And just to do that and, you know, hopefully get a reduced ticket and everything. And it turns out that
Warp drive active.
they charged him $140 to go to court. And then they gave him like $100 off his ticket. So he ended up paying more than what he would have. And I thought to myself, if you're innocent and you have to pay to go to court, that really beats down the person who doesn't have the money in the first place. And it's kind of crazy. So he had to pay $140 to go to court just to plead guilty. And he could have just sent in a payment or whatnot. But he went and did that. And to me, I thought to myself, somebody who's innocent and doesn't have money, all of a sudden has no ability to even go in and say that they're innocent. So, yeah. Mitch Mitchell, you sent the $1 billion in? Wait, but I don't have an application with the person who sent the money in, and the one email I got, there's nothing that links them together.
Active.
You need to send me an email, preferably from the person who sent the money, saying what corporation I should be accepting. I'm assuming it's that other one, but if I just assume and just do it, and I'm wrong, I got all kinds of problems. Yeah, I'm not. I heard that, and I was like really disappointed in our legal system. I think that if you are innocent, you should be able to go and say so, and you shouldn't have to pay to say so. You might have to hire a lawyer. That's a whole different thing. You know, get a public defender, but to go to court, to even appear in court,
Active.
to say anything, you have to pay. It just feels wrong. So it's all crazy. Yeah, yeah. I've been affected to the legal system. I got ticketed for no seatbelt one time when I had a seatbelt on, and really the reason that they pulled us over was for a man with a gun. Because the person that I was with, concealed weapons license, and his jacket got caught on a chair in a McDonald's. And it exposed his gun, and somebody freaked out and called that there was a man with a gun in McDonald's. And so the police got there just before we left, and then they followed us up onto the freeway, and they pulled us over and said that I didn't have my seatbelt on when I did. My passenger was a former police officer too, and they still wrote me a ticket for it. And then they found one other thing that was a violation. And then after, I don't know, like 2 days later, my wife gets pulled over in the same car, and they accuse her of forging the tags on the car. And they said that we had forged the tags on the car, and so they gave her a court summons for that. And they took the tags off the car. And it turned out that what happened was when they pulled me over and they typed in the tags into the computer saying that that's who they pulled over, they made a typo. And so when it didn't match up, they said it was a forgery. And so they put out stop order, warrant, whatever on us, and then pulled my wife over and then accused her of this crime of forging the tags. And then to top it all off, my court date, they were in 2 different counties. My court date was at the same time as my wife's court date in 2 different counties. And so we tried to change one, they said no. We tried to change the other, they said no. So we're like, fuck, man. We're supposed to be 2 places at once. You know, and you can't just not show up. I went into court. I brought my friend with me, who was a former police officer, to speak on my behalf, saying, you know, he had his seatbelt on and everything. They wouldn't even let him speak, even though I pled not guilty, and they charged me with it. I mean, I was convicted of it. And then wife's thing got thrown out when he just brought in the registration and said, here it is. I don't know why you guys have a problem. And then they wanted us to pay another $100 to get tags again because the cops had taken them. And we're like, fuck that. You guys took them. Give them back. They did. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's been a long time ago. It's disappointing to have stuff like that happen when you're in the right and someone abuses their power. Happens, though. Take care of these noisy rats. One's being attacked. All right. Hey. There it is. All right. Hey, perfect. Hey, maybe I just missed that before and I only saw that other payment. Hey, we have another one accepted. So as they're accepted, 24 hours to where it's active. Good reminder for y'all. There's a war deck on the Alliance already, so doesn't look like any. Well, we got the heathens or whatever guys. They're mildly a threat, but not really. All right, so let's go and oh yeah, let's put in the clone bay thing in here. Can I do that with this guy? No, I can't. I can't do that with this guy. But I can with this guy. Let's go take a look at that. I've never done clone bay, never done clone services before.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's see here. Good trade. You know I should be using these. I have a little bit of fuel here. 2.5 billion worth still there. Hey, where is it? Stand up clone. Okay. Now we'll go into the structure. And got fuel here. It's at 312 units per day. half a billion in fuel in here. Alright, so there we go. Now we're at 552 units of fuel per day. Alright, so it says we have clone services here now. Change station. Change the station medical clone is installed at or manage your local jump clone. So you can install a clone here and then you can swap it here in station, from what I understand. I'll hide my screen here for just a second. How much does it, gosh, I just don't want to show this on the screen, so I still got this covered. Let's see here. How much does it normally cost for Clone Bay? Add access list, manage access lists. $900,000. Yeah, okay, so so I'm editing something here. Let's see here. I think I'm doing this right. I'm sorry I'm not showing my screen. I just don't want to show all this stuff though. All right. It's got to pay for fuel just a little bit. Let's see here. Hey, I think I've done this right. So I'm going to post this in Moon Miners. So I made it 100K for our own people, for anyone who's in the Alliance, and 900K for anyone who's not. So I think I did that right. Anyway, clone-based services are up here now. And so I can look that over more later if I didn't get it right. I think I did, though. I just don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing that one on stream. Right. I'll have to send money over for that. I paid for that out of my own pocket. All right, so now in this guy, let's see, drone bay is full. Just get the salvage drones out of here. There we go. It's probably a good combo. So I put in some augmented mining drones just to fool around with. I don't plan on running these all the time or anything. Am I trying to release the magic smoke from my PC? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. So, pushing it hard today.
Active.
Okay, and I should have my bursts now. Got those loaded in. Do a little extra shielding if needed. It's really only when you are in need of it, which has not been very much. I'll be the first to die. Yeah. Nah, I'm just gonna mess around with them a little bit and then put them away. Let's look at this fitting and then see we go into simulation, and then you look at your drone bay, and these will do 5.6 cubic meters per second, whereas these will do 5.0. So it's about an 11% increase. It's just a little bit, but they're expensive. They make you the first target, all that.
Warp drive active.
So, and how much do these give? Just says range 37K. So what am I at? 315,000. And then start that up. 332,000. It gives me a 5% boost, 6%, something like that. What mining drones do I recommend? Just Tech 2 mining drones. They're cheap. They get beat up by rats, or you know, forget them. God knows I've never accidentally forgot drones someplace. Or, you know, whatever. I think starting to run out of stuff here. I think they're slower too. They might be slower to flying too. So you can get bumped away from them to where you know, lose control of them and somebody else just scoops them up. I don't think they really look any different out here, but so they'll bring you up by 11% on efficiency, but they cost, you know, like, I don't know, what were they, 50 some million each compared to 2 million? Okay, now that I'm around that, I can go up to it. So is anyone actually mine in barges anymore? Yes. Yeah. So this is just this is a lazy way of doing it, but it's slow and steady. Good income. Hey, I want to remind everybody we got a giveaway today, and let's see here. Get out of that stuff. Store.markeedragon.com. Gotta be logged in, go to the giveaways section, and then you can put this in your cart, check out for free, put in here your game name, Twitch name, YouTube name, whatever name you want us to read off whenever you win. And so, anyway, we're gonna draw here shortly. How's mining life going? It's actually going pretty good. And in fact, I mean, this isn't very good stuff to be mining. Okri. But I am over 25 billion mined in HiSec now. This number just keeps going up. There's a bit of a delay on it. So I don't know how long the delay is, but there's a bit of a delay on it. I suppose it could be maximum of 100 million more than what it says right now. Probably not too much more than that. So these guys, I mean, I don't know, augmenteds. I'd only mine with these if I was really paying attention. Wouldn't be good if you're not paying attention. Yeah, so I'm thinking tomorrow of doing a little bit of a mining fleet. That would be barges. Oh, excuse me. I have an Orca. It's a little ways away from here. It's just 5 or 6 jumps, and it's set up for ice, but you just change the charges in it, and it'll boost for other stuff. And thinking about taking that out tomorrow on whatever we're doing, just as a test with a few of them, and or maybe the next day, I don't know. So all of mine are skiffs. I have to find all of them. I have a dozen skiffs kind of spread around. I don't know if the ones I brought up here are ice or if they're ore, or if they're a mixture of both. What website is this? store.markeedragon.com. And then someone also asked where the stuff was about us hiring. It's at markeedragon.com. It's one of the more recent articles up there. I'd rather be mining Nice, but it's better than nothing. Uh-oh. Full. Another one full. I tell you, these guys have been filling up.
Warp drive active.
Just gonna bump on this. Maybe not. I've been filling these guys up left and right. I think though, if I bring out skiffs, it's got to be, I got to have an MTU, and I got to have a freighter, and it's a whole different type of setup. Whole different deal. By the way, Chappie Games link for that site is in the description. So this would be 39 million, or 32 or 39 million worth if this were all Nice. Only 20 million worth when it's full of this. Well, here we'll find out. So 20 million worth full of that stuff, and 43 million worth when it's full of Nice. The value of Nice right now seems to, I wonder if it's higher than normal. If it's gone up or something recently. $12.39. Nope, not really. In the compressed version, looks pretty normal. I've been pleased with how much they've been mining. Like this, I emptied this out, seriously, 2 days ago. I emptied this guy out to another one. He's mined 371 million worth when it's compressed. Pretty incredible. So in mining with augmented, it's hard to see the difference. I'd have to have two. You know, maybe that's what I'll do once I've got my second character that's completely, you know, this character, this is my first one that's got all the skills for mining, for this type of mining. He's completely maxed out. And that would be interesting to put him and another one that's completely maxed out on this up to the same rock, and one uses augmented, one doesn't. And, you know, we should see, what did we say? It was a 11% difference. I mean, that's really what we should see after an hour. You know, but then there's also some other things to try too, like two of them with the exact same skills, but one has, you know, like, so drone navigation computers, you know, one has drone navigation computers in, the other one has, you know, propulsion, and, you know, start at 50K out and then run for a half hour or whatnot, or an hour, and see, you know, if the drone navigation makes you mine more or not, especially when you're up against a rock, or maybe, you know, you turn that off for one of them, and once you're up against the rock, they're both up against the rock, you know, does the drone navigation computer, which makes them fly faster, does that make a difference because you're so close and everything here anyway? Like, it says that I'm 50 meters away, but when they come in, they'll say returning for a bit, and then it takes them a minute to say they're mining again, you know, even 30 seconds. So if I can shave that time off, make them twice as fast or something, you know, if you're at distance, it would make a difference. But if you're right up against it, does it make a difference? I mean, I don't know. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I won't be here when you get back from the store. So we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. So, I mean, he's made $1.5 million so far, but this is Okri. It pays really just poorly, very poorly. This stuff, 143 ISK per cubic meter, and if I was on Nice, it'd be 324, so it's more than double. And so I'd be at, you know, 3.5 million here or whatnot earned. More rats. Are they near this guy at all? Close enough. Let's see if we can get them attacked. Alright, I think we're about to wrap things up here. I'm out at 7-7 in Weirshota here. If anybody wants to come out and clean this stuff up, you're more than welcome to it. I think I'm going to start docking all these guys up. As soon as that rat's dead. See, if I dock all of these guys up, then they I'll offload and I'll just be ready for whenever I go out again.
Warp drive active.
All right, so we get this drawing ready.
Warp drive
Let's see
active.
here. All right, so it looks like we have 125 entries. Please choose a number between 1 and 125.
Okay. 51.
51. All right.
Docking request accepted.
Okay. So if you are the winner, you're going to be winning 110 Plex here. Got it's coming from our store. Exclamation point coupon in Twitch chat. Link in the description on YouTube. And use discount code when you purchase from us. It'll save yourself a few bucks and support the show. So my thanks and gratitude as well. And so
Warp drive active.
it will appear as a reply to the email that you got confirming your entry. This one is Plex code. All right. So congratulations goes to Bebop Baby. Bebop Baby, you are the winner. I think that's maybe their name, or maybe that's what they're saying. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what they put in. So congratulations on that.
Docking request accepted.
So tomorrow we're gonna hang out and do it again, and we've got we'll mix it up a little bit tomorrow. We do have tomorrow that is the first of the sponsored stations that pops. So that'll be fun. And so one of you that are one of the station sponsors will be able to actually pull the trigger on that and blow it up. So that's one of the benefits of sponsoring a station
active.
is being able to blow them up. One time you'll win. One of these days. Just keep entering in.
Warp drive active.
Right. So I have mined a ton today. I kept stressing the machine. I kept trying to break it. And it's done okay, hasn't it? tomorrow, as long as everything still looks good, I'm going to add a Facebook feed as well. And so see how that works out. All right. So
Docking request
thank you
accepted.
everybody for being here. Let's do it again tomorrow. And yeah, we got no magic smoke out of the computer. This is great. So it's actually what I wanted. This was the best result. So this was absolutely the best result. And so I am pleased with that. All right, everybody. See you all tomorrow.
Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted.
As I fall from the clouds, as I push my legs, they hold me to the ground.